yesterday's event, and the program director, I can see that, no, he's still fine. But ungibulalela abantu Muizo. But it's fine, it's fine. Well deserved, we are fine. Let's now continue. I'm now going to call the rapporteur for socio-economic. I'm not so sure the technical team is ready. Are we going to be able to see all those particular resolutions being flagged on the screen? Let me check on that aspect so that as they present also the resolution, we are going to deal with resolution per resolution in that particular order. And for the sake of actually dealing with the aspect of time, comrades, let's not read all those things. Let's flag it, but concentrate on the resolve. That is what is going to allow us to actually finish on time. Siyavumelana, comrades. Thank you very much. Socio-economic, can you present your first recommendation? And then let's actually take it from there. Technical, not political, but socio-economic.
PwCs that when we are going to deal with the motion, comrades will give only the introductory perspective to capture the understanding of. We will go straight to resolve, and then that's when we will, all of us be engaged through the chairperson, and the conference will then amend or input or accept. And my presenter will be the secretary from the Eastern, Comrade Chauvet will be leading in that. I will only be waiting for clarities where necessary. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Manda. No, thank you very much, Comrade Chair. No, thank you. Once again, comrades, good morning. Good morning. Comrades, we are reporting on socio-economic motions. The first motion, comrades, was on conversion of college council employees to permanent status. This is a TVET issue as raised by comrades. These comrades have, they stay in the system for 5 years and more without being permanent. They are on contracts for many years without being permanent, which is an evidence that there is a post in the school. So the question is, why are they not converted to permanent status? So that is introductory part of it, comrades. We resolved, and we took note of the existing policies in DPE and were saying, can the DHEAD consider how we do things in DPE? Comrade, you'll note that in DPE we are guided by policies. There's collective agreement 1 of 2014, if I'm not mistaken, and circular 2 in that year, which regulates that after 3 months, if the post is vacant, the comrade must be converted. We resolve, comrades. SADTU to prioritize concerns and establish a policy-orientated sector through adoption of policies governing other education sectors. We resolve that all college employees employed for more than 3 months be absorbed to permanent employment. Thank you.
Thank you. Socio-economic. It's going to be difficult. I have to use this as in my... Comrades, there's the resolve on TVET educators. Can I now allow on the motion before we subject it to a resolution? Let me check. Any yellow card? This side. Come, my leader.
Thank you very much, comrade. We just want to get clarity, the commissioners, when they said, I understand on the first bulletin where they said they're going to emphasize that the policies, are they well conversant that are there any policies in TVET that are not existing currently with regards to the absorption of those comrades? We just want to get clarity in that matter.
Okay. Any further clarity this side? No clarity? Committee?
Thank you very much, Comrade Chair. We want to indicate that in our commission we had comrades from TVET, and they raised this issue sharply. And it then said to us, surely there is a problem. That is why, as you look at our resolve, comrade, the first part, Comrade Vusi, covers that to say, if there are existing policies in TVET, so why there is this form of victimization? And therefore, the first resolve, SADTU must prioritize TVET members' concerns sector through adoption of policies governing other sectors. We were aware, comrades, of the developments regarding the appointment of TVET. We are aware, and that is why we are saying, can we then, once it is implemented, once the person appointed start working, can we prioritize these issues? Because there is evidence, there is no sector without policies, comrade, but there's deliberate victimization of our members in the TVET sector, and it must come to an end, leaders. Thank you.
Thank you, comrades. I think you clarified, comrades. Comrades, we're just going to be flexible in addressing the motions. I know the traditional way is to give the sponsors, because we are a collective now, we come from commissions, we come in with recommendations. I would not actually entertain his speak first, the sponsors, let's get the second, because it's going to consume a lot of time. I want you to understand, so that I'm not actually directing the dealings of this motion. The motion has actually been presented. The resolve is there. Let me now check for the last time if there are no any further clarities. If there are none, can you move for the adoption of this resolution?
I so move, Chair.
The Commission is moving for the adoption of this recommendation as a resolution. Can I see? Comrades, I'm not going to say who, but the majority of branches support the resolution. It's taken. It's our resolution. Thank you. Give them a very big round of applause. Thank you, comrades. Second one.
Thank you very much, Chair. The second motion is on general workers. Chair, let me indicate that this may not only be limited to general workers, but the motion comes from TVET sector again, raising that ceiling on their salary notches. There's no movement except when there are increments. And the Commission agreed that this is not only affecting general workers, but also administrators, and it is not only in the TVET sector. We have the same problem in DBE, but then we will subject this to the plenary, Comrade Chair, for indulgement so that we are able to move. So we are saying the topic itself, my scribe might have not captured that we are not only referring to general workers, but to peer staff members, Chair. We resolve that skill-based notch adjustment strategy be presented for consideration by labor. So you get employed there, you proceed as normal, regardless of the skills you have accumulated. There is no adjustment. There is no adjustment with regards to the peer staff members, comrades. So they are saying, we are saying, at least let there be a skills audit and they be paid in line with the skills they have accumulated over the years. We resolve by national union structures and engage DHET and DBE. Thank you.
Thank you, comrades. Let's see. I'm expecting that the whole commission is satisfied with the resolve. Let me get clarities. This side. This side. This side. That side. Last side. Are we happy? If commission move.
I move, Chair.
Let's get those who second the resolve. In this, let me also check, are there those that are countering this? Because I must not presume that we are all in agreement. Thank you very much. I don't see anyone opposing it. Thank you. It's taken. A big round of applause.
Comrades, on GEMS, comrades, we wish to indicate to the plenary, comrades, that there were motions around GEMS, but then we took a decision that there are already motions existing on GEMS. However, there is this concept, concern around for pensioners. We resolve, comrades, that we must refer the GEMS benefit negotiations to PSCBC for review and further bargaining. Our pensioners are paying for gems from the little they have. That is the briefing by the commission, comrades. I've never. But that was the discussion, that they are still paying from the little. They are no longer generating more income, but there are deductions, and deductions deducted from an income. They no longer have income. They have a fund. They have a fund which they must increase through investment, and it cannot be subjected to further deductions, comrades. That was the understanding of the. So we're saying, let GEMS negotiations, GEMS benefit negotiations be subjected to PSCBC for review. Pensioners must be exonerated from any form of payment for medical aid. Pensioners must receive medical aid as a benefit based on their medical aid option. So if you were on Tanzanite, continue being on Tanzanite even when you are retired, but there must be no payment. It must be a form of benefit for you as a public servant that have served the department diligently. So, thank you very much, Chair.
Thank you. Hearing for those that are retiring. Let's check this side. Any question of clarity? Here, here, this side, that side, no clarity. It means, move, comrades.
Sir, move us, sir.
Let me get the support for the resolve. Why carry the numbers of the branches still permisa? I don't want to say the majority, only to find that the majority. Must the majority support the resolution? Anyone opposed? None. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Chair. The fourth motion, comrades, is on two-pot system. Is on two-pot system, comrades. Noting the challenges we have with two-pot, comrades, we are resolving that the tax bracket should not increase due to withdrawal of two-pot. Comrades are saying, after you have withdrawn your two-pot, on that month, your tax is abnormal. There were discussions around issues of tax laws, comrades, that indeed if you receive additional income, you will then be subjected to, or you will fall to the next tax bracket, which then affects the tax deducted from you. Then there is an outcry, comrades. Hence, comrades, we resolved that the tax bracket should not increase due to withdrawal of two-pot, yes. The withdrawal of two-pot should not affect years of service after withdrawal. There is an evidence from the discussion by the Commission that after having withdrawn your two-pot, the years of service are decreased. On issues of divorce and assessing GEPF, we need to revise the modalities relating to assessing GEPF. Direct bilateral with government regarding assessing tax-free GEPF, given that we Comrade Chair, this is what we resolved on this motion. It's on two-pot, comrade. There are many challenges, hence there are these recommendations. Thank you.
Comrades, there's a resolution presented. Let me check those who want to question it. Clarities. Ngapa, here, Ngapa, that side, yes, come my leader.
Thanks, Chair. Chair, I just want to check whether this motion belongs to PSCBC or where is it directed to, because the two-pot system comes from the National Treasury. So I just want to check whether it is SADTU directing this motion to say COSATU to deal with it at net like or what, Chair. I just want to check that.
Thank you very much. The green one is not yet allowed, my leader. Can you, if you want to ask clarity, you can raise the appropriate one. Let them clarify, and maybe I will allow if you want to speak. But I said let's avoid engaging too much because we are not going to finish this motion.
No, thanks, Chair. In terms of the clarities that we understand that the two-pot system is the matter of Treasury, and therefore we are directing that the SADTU through COSATU, because in terms of the bargaining, it's not a bargaining matter at the level where we are. So we believe that through the influence through COSATU, those amendments outcry, because you recall that this does not only affect SADTU, it's a matter that affects all the public servants. And in that note, surely it will be directed through COSATU. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I see another cut that side. Come, comrade.
Thank you, Chair. The resolve bullet number 3, it's not that clear. The way it's captured, it says it issues, divorce and accessing GPF. We need to revise the modalities relating to accessing GPF. It's not clear what the motion would seek to achieve any other way. Thank you, Chair.
Can we be clarified, Commission?
No, Chair. Let us request through you, Chairperson, that we allow the plenary to advise on this one. If we need to then delete it, we are willing to do that, Comrade Chair.
Comrades, you must not approach. You brought this to plenary. You must defend what you brought here. If you are not sure of something, don't even present it here, because it's going to become problematic. So you are coercing plenary to never actually introduced. It's going to be a problem, comrades. Comrades, if you are not sure of it, why you put it there, comrades, do the honors. Let it not be here. Let it not be here, because it's going to give me a procedural problem now. I need to respect that everything that comes here comes from that collective. Can we therefore accept that the Commission is not sure about this? Commission, can you humbly, I humbly request, tell us what you do with this?
No, thanks, Chair. Some issues around divorces. They said that there are complications when you divorce. There are issues of you losing also, the issues of years, and we might not have been capacitated in terms of what are the challenges. But it's evident during the discussion that there are challenges when the two partners are divorcing. And that's what's happening during the discussion, Chair.
Comrades, you're talking of the access to GPF. With that resolve, which access has to be revised? Are you not having access to GPF? I can't this any further. Let me grant those comrades with the green cards who wants to speak on this one. 1, 2, 3. In that order, comrade. Are you speaking?
Thank you very much, Chair. Without waste of time, comrades, we persuading the commissioners that can they remove that bullet, because that part, it cut across, is not only in educational, but in education. Yes. That is what we are moving, my lead.
Comrade,
Thanks, Chair. Which might need expert knowledge in terms of the legalities for us to coin it properly. And therefore, we wish to support that it be discarded. Thank you.
number 3.
Thank you very much, Chair. Might be quite different. In that, Chair, we were of the view that this matter should be approached as part of a broader campaign for progressive worker tax relief and protection of struggling workers. So that the motion, I don't know if the commissioners will allow that it be reframed as a position to focusing on progressive tax review for workers instead of just for, because the topic says taxation and two-pot. So we want that if we can take it as a progressive tax relief generally. Thanks.
Comrades, there's a move to remove that bullet, but also take note of what is being proposed. And it's now for plenary, that instead of concentrating on tax review and two-pot, let's have progressive tax review for the workers, and then we resolve on that. Can we hear? I'm no longer taking it back to the commissioners. It's for plenary because it has been presented here. Let me first test the one of removing that bullet. If we are in agreement, let's show by the bots. Thank you very much. And then let me check. Is plenary persuaded to approach this motion in the manner it is being proposed, that this motion should focus on a progressive review of the tax for the workers? Do we accept it in that particular fashion? Are you saying the Greens? I'm allowing you. Number 1, number 2, number 3, 4, in that order.
Thanks, Chairperson. Chairperson, I think that if we are removing that bullet, then the motion will stand as is. But if ever we've got other views, let's craft another motion. Let's not be here in plenary because we are dealing with the motions that are presented to us. So much as I would want to agree with that one, but procedure that it will be opening up for other loopholes of creating other motions within the motions.
Number 2.
Yeah, thanks, Chair. We have noted that our country is one of the countries where workers are heavily taxed, and we are amenable to approaching this motion on the way that was presented with a progressive way of taxing. Thank you.
3. Who's number 3? Oh, this side.
Thank you, Chair. I think we must accept that indeed there are challenges in as far as two-pot is concerned. So we are noting that. And we are also agreeing to say, let's take this because we are noting that there are challenges in as far as two-pot is concerned. So let's propose. We are agreeing to the proposal that it be taken to broader tax relief measurement for workers because it's a national mandate anyway. So we are agreeing to the proposal, Chair.
Okay. 4. Come, my leader.
Thanks, Chair. We agree
We agree.
with the proposal.
Okay. Guna somebody else. Yes, come, my leader. Who's the? Oh, you covered. You covered. Okay. Thank you very much. I think plenary has heard. In this motion, they were speaking of the tax and also two-pot. But comrades are, because they're national, to that particular process, and obviously it will be through PSCBC to actually deal with these particular aspects that are being raised, so that we don't lose the context of the motion. Are we in agreement with that, comrades? So that we close a lot of debates around this. We agreed. Then can the commission move?
We move, Chair.
With the amendments. With those amendments, the commission moves. Can we see? Thank you very much, comrades. It is carried by a majority of branches. Let's see who is opposed to it. And Imboni. Thank you very much, comrades. The resolve is carried as a resolution. Thank you very much, Commission. Can we do the honors? As much island.
No, we are left with 2. Chair. Yeah. No, thank you very much, comrades. Comrades, there is a motion on long-term service awards. It's actually long-term service bonus, comrades. We received concerns from the Commission, comrades, that although there is something that our colleagues, it is not sufficient. It is not enough, and therefore, maybe just to for the benefit of the plenary, comrade, there is a comrade in the commission who raised that when he reached this age, he only received 6,000 rand, and he was receiving for about 20 years. So therefore, the commission resolved that there must be a service bonus for these employees equal to normal service, not the insults that they are subjected to, in a form of being appreciated. 6,000, comrades. Thank you.
Yeah, I was going to request the technical team that please be able to see, in particular, I want to see the resolve. And thank you that we have done that. The resolution is calling for a service bonus for the employees equal to normal service bonuses. Or normal monthly bonuses. This side. Lana. That side? None. Kusho ukuthi niyavumelana. Yeah. Okay, but just get it, we'll clean it after. Okay, just present, yeah, move it.
Okay. Move, Chair.
Comrades, the resolved is moved. Any seconder? Thank you very much, comrades. The majority of branches. Anyone opposed? You are opposed, my leader. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I know it. And record. Okay, thank you very much. It's carried. It's a resolution. Thank you very much. Arba Shapeli Maso.
Thank you, Chair. This is the last motion on socio-economic issues. E-payslip, comrades. E-payslip. We resolve that payslips to be made available electronically. Thank you, Chair.
Clarity. This side, here, there. There are no clarities. Then commission, move.
We move, Chair.
They move, pay slips, be electronically. Thank you very much, all of you. Thank you, special ladies, and give them a very big round of applause for all their motions. Thank you very much. Without any waste of time, let's call the next commission. Political, come.
Thanks a lot, comrades. In the interest of time, comrades, on running. We have been given a prescription of 3 motions, the one on border controls, the second one is on the effect of national and provincial elections outcomes of 2024, and we have resolved to intertwine it to the motion of the SACP contesting state power, and we will speak to international solidarity and global politics. The first one on border controls. Will not waste time to speak about the noting, it is there. The believing is also there. We must just indicate the 3 issues that were given to us made us discuss for a long time, because these are not just issues affecting education workers, but the broader society. the time in which we make this report is out there. We have people that are deciding to manage it themselves in the streets of Johannesburg and other Gauteng towns. We have resolved that in order to manage this crisis, the BMA must implement much stricter policies as number one. Number two, we're calling on the government to engage on bilateral talks with neighboring countries so that they find the best way of managing this influx of undocumented individuals that come into the country, which end up giving a crisis to the school situation. We're also saying its admission policy to afford the learners of South African citizens first priority when it comes to the enrollment in both fee-paying and non-fee.
At some point you must say thank you.
Let's hear, comrades, any clarities? This side, here, come, yeah.
No, thanks. I want to speak to the last bullet on the amendment of admission policy. Aware of the court ruling that informs the policies that are directing department. How do you strike the balance to ensure that, because it emphasizes that they must be considered?
Okay. Can I check any further clarity this side? So that when you respond to all. This side, yes, this side, that side.
Thanks, Chair. On bullet number 3, which I just want to check the re-registration of foreigners, because it's not clear what's the meaning, what's the understanding there. Because the foreigners, if they are undocumented, how do you re-register them? We just want to check the clarity, that bullet.
Okay, thank you. Commissioner.
Chair, let me appreciate the questions. And starting with the last one, with the re-registration, I may have skipped sharing it, but what we meant in the commission was that we already have these learners in our schools, and a lot of them are unregistered and therefore are not funded. We therefore call on the Department of Home Affairs to come to schools to be the ones that make a decision in terms of whether this one is staying in South Africa legally or not legal or illegally. And it is the Department of Home Affairs that must then take a decision as to whether the learner must stay in the country or not stay in the country. That is what we mean, because some of these learners, we understand that these are learners that were born in South Africa. So it is Home Affairs normally with such a learner, they will hear that the father or the mother is a South African citizen. There are processes of DNA testing. So we are saying if Home Affairs can club together with the GDE or with the department or with with DBE, perhaps there can be a solution in terms of registration, because the major problem that we are trying to solve is the fact that these learners are not funded and there is a lot of them in our schools. So perhaps if they get to be attended by the Department of Home Affairs and the schools are given direction from that point, something can be better. Well, in terms of, we also acknowledge that all children have the right to education. We were cognizant of that fact. With this point of the admission policy, it is because whilst we are saying every child has the right to education, we cannot avoid the fact that a lot of comrades are complaining, citizens are complaining that these children are getting spaces in our schools when children of South African citizens are not getting spaces. So we are just calling on the department
to just and check, try if possible, give priority to children of people that were born in South Africa, so that we avoid having the strikes that we see in our schools every day. The MEC was here yesterday saying there are learners today that are still not placed. But we know there are learners that come from sister countries and they are placed in our schools. So we thought we could not avoid talking about this matter. Thank you, Chair.
Comrades, let me also kilahlele labushiwana. I think we need to be cognizant. If there is a court ruling, you cannot actually come, because it would seem as if it's an amendment to that particular court ruling. And this would actually be seen to be discriminatory. You should actually resolve in line with that particular, unless that particular ruling is actually changed. And there are legal processes to be followed. So it is a bit problematic if you are going to put it in this particular fashion and it's a resolution. That's my little bit of Lamotla Pizzo Moyol. Plenary? Arukwe. Yes, my leader. Is it a clarity?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'll
Chair,
give
in
you-
response to the answer given by the Commission. Chair, in response to what the Commission is saying, how do you then marry bullet number 2 and number 3? Because they therefore are not in sync. Thanks, Chair.
Okay, maybe answer this clarity, and then I'll give the comrade to speak. This clarity, how do you marry the two? Because they are not in sync. You call for the registration, but you also now introduce a bit of discrimination.
Number 2 and number 3, not number 2 and number 4.
Number 2 and 3. 2 and 4. No,
Is the question speaking to 2 and 3 or 2 and 4?
2 and 3.
2 and 3.
But they're different.
Oh, no, 2 is 3 and 4. 3 and 4.
2 and 3 are different in our view.
3 and 4. Responded to 3 and 4. What are 2 and 3?
Clarify 2 and 3. That's what Mantu said.
Can I check with the comrade? My leader, are you checking on 2 and 3 or 3 and 4?
Chair, I'm checking on 2 and 3 in view of the response given by the Commission when I requested clarity on number 3. A response. Therefore, I am aligning on number 2.
Okay, the alignment of 2
Yes,
and
how do
3.
you align the 2? Because in number 3, they are saying they're talking to learners. When they're saying a total re-registration of foreigners, there's no learners there. But number 2 says bilateral with neighboring countries to manage influx of undocumented individuals. So how do you marry the 2? You say that you re-register money. That's my question.
Okay, respond, comrade.
No, Chair, thanks very much. With number 2, plenary, we are saying these 2 processes must both unfold. Firstly, we are saying the government of South Africa must have bilateral talks with the government of sister countries. That is the first. Whilst doing that, but also in South Africa, we are saying there must be a process where all learners that come from other countries, all of them, there is some kind of a study that is conducted, and there is a number that is established, and all those learners that are undocumented, there is a process by Home Affairs that will go. If there are learners that have proper documents, but they just, if it is found that there are learners that do not have proper documents, a process of sending them back or of perhaps a resolution of the bilaterals will say, let us absorb them into the system. Whatever it may say, let us implement it as such. But all those learners must be, the number of all those learners must be established, and if possible, they must be registered or a decision be taken that these learners must not be in the system.
Thank you. Let me check. I will find my leader.
No, thanks, Chair. For the sake of progress, I accept.
Say, don't do it for the sake of progress, my leader. Thank you very much. You might be assisting us with something. But let's move. Let me give the comrade to speak on what I've actually raised here.
No, fine.